only eating the craziest viral food in New York City for 24 hours. And to kick things off, we headed to the viral pop-up bagel. This is where every bagel is served fresh. You can see the steam. We went with the everything bagel with the scallion dunk pot. This was super salty and indulgent, and overall we gave it a 9.3 out of 10. Next up, Mama's 2, which is probably the most viral sandwich shop in the world right now. I've dreamt about the chicken a la vodka sandwich now for the last year, and holding it in my hands was like a kid holding his first Christmas present. It's generally one of the best sandwiches I've ever eaten in my life. 10.5 out of 10. And the pizzas here are a joke too. I mean, ready for the crunch test? We then headed to Cat's Deli for their smoked pastrami sandwich. Because going to New York and not getting a Cat's Deli would be like going to the dentist and not checking your teeth. The pastrami is just fucking amazing. 9.8 out of 10. We then got this $17 chicken Caesar wrap from Milan and Mark. But you have to be careful of those croutons because they will eat up your gum. The Caesar sauce absolutely slaps, and you add that balsamic, it takes it from an 8.2 to an 8.7. Now this lasagna has over 100 million views worldwide, and I'm not surprised. Look at it. And whilst it isn't your traditional lasagna, this 7-layer masterpiece really is the labour of love. 8.9 out of 10. We tried the black and white cookie from Levain Bakery. It was so rich, but I love how it's served warm. So good. 9.1 out of 10. And finally, we got the Reese's Cut, where they chop chocolate into Reese's peanut butter. You can completely customise it, and it's bloody massive. And a complete waste of money. 5.4 out of 10. If you can't take a date, mate, enjoy.
We're trying what people are calling the best seafood restaurant in New York City. We're at Mito Seafood. Right when you walk in, they send you to the seafood counter. It's essentially a seafood market inside a restaurant. You point to exactly what you want. They take it and they put it in this bowl. The guy hands you a ticket. And they have this Egyptian grandma in the back who cooks up everything fresh to order. They said that she just whips up these marinades off the dough. She's a boss back there. There's also a line out the door. When have you seen a line out the door for a seafood restaurant? We got essentially every fish that you can think of. It's one of the biggest lobster tails I've ever seen. I asked the chef, why is it red? He said this is their secret family Egyptian seasoning, and then they pour melted butter on top. The seasoning is incredible. Next up, we have their jumbo African prawn. Get this dude a max contract in the NFL. This could be like the O-line of shrimp. I was a little skeptical because the sizing just didn't make sense. It just wasn't adding up. Phenomenal. I need this prawns workout regimen. Next up, we have their jumbo king crab leg. Hit with, you guessed it, their secret seasoning butter blend. It's just not fair. Perfectly seasoned. Most crab legs are just crab and butter, but when you add in the Egyptian seasoning, it's a whole new level. Next up, we have their famous butterfly whole red snapper. They hit it with olive oil and garlic sauce on top. So juicy. I need to get on the Egyptian spice wave. Next up, we have their fish tagine. Apparently, you're supposed to make almost like a little sandwich. It's giving me like Egyptian gumbo vibes. That is phenomenal. You just know that the Egyptian grandma back there has been making this dish for like 50 years.